Greetings! Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar.
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of mora for just standing?
We don't currently have any commissions like that.
Really? That's all? That is... yeah. Effendi, are there...
Ah, I see. Let me think. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in They have been understaffed for some time. Even after recruit, they offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the... Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all... very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elements? All right, I'll put you down at... You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the... He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted...
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances. First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafoor! He's the one we're searching for.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the... Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always... To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbad by...
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia...
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince...
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you had, why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and...
Is that so? You know, Professor, our teacher knows exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years, giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafoor. I'm sorry. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people... Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa?
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling.
All right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the academia really that understaffed?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back...
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires...
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful...
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk...
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you're still as obstinate. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your... Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties, now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a... Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamod Dark. But instead of staying at the academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old...
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to it. When I first came to the academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated, but most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to... I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Sounds like...
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if rather than conducting experiments day and night. I'm much more suited for working hours that
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with...
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafoor felt... Speaking of which, what about you two? I see. Even I didn't expect them to be so bent. Sounds like you were involved in some remarkable events again. And to think, you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this. Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling? That would be wonderful. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a... If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I remember, you two agreed to... Feel free to leave if you want to go look for...
There you are. Looks like you two are ready. Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established it'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line. Well, those are all the necessary details. When you're ready,
Shot!
Here you are.
This may hurt a little. Share my knowledge. Let me scribe. Written in the stars.
Diffract.
Inazuma shines eternal. Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home. Delved into destiny. Decided by destiny.
Here you are. Scatter.
This may hurt a little. Yeah, let me scribe. Fate is upon you. There is no it.
Flicker. The process of elimination.
Rest and rebuild.
Try not to enjoy this.
Diffract.
Allow me.
Come a little closer.
Illusion shattered.
The process of elimination.
There is no escape. Hold the line.
You're back. Let's spot things up.
How bold. Scatter. Flicker. Here you are.
Shot out. Allow me. Now you shall perish. Rest and rebuild. Access denied. This is long overdue.
As one with wind and cloud.
Sakura swirl. Take flight. No touching.
The wind knows me.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sumeru. All hail.
Wind strider. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Take flight. Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis.
Into the wind.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice. Hold the line. Access denied.
The wind knows me.
Can't see?